Okay, hi folks, this is a video which should possibly show you a little bit what it's like to play the game on the Oculus Rift, but obviously not at all because you can't see what I'm seeing through the Rift, but to explain some of the things is quite interesting. And I remember when I was sitting waiting for my Rift, I watched quite a few of these videos. So the first thing you notice, well obviously it's bobbing with my head, so you can even see when I'm lifting it up there just to check if it's still recording. And I'm just getting it all maneuvered here because it feels a bit weird, but if you rest it sort of on your cheekbones, right, so as you can see the tracking is moving there. That's me physically moving my head, and walking up to this thing you get such a sense of depth in 3D. This looks like a real 3D arm. Just make sure it's a bit tighter there. Looks like a real 3D arm floating in front of me. It's amazing. And when I look over here, well that's the capsule. I need to turn that off, but there's a capsule in to represent my player. And it's a bit weird actually because the frame rate's lower because I'm recording. But I get a sense of depth here, and when I jump off, I actually feels weird, you know. It feels like you've jumped off something in real life, and you're actually scared. And when I run up to these people, he looks like a fully sized guy, a lot taller than me. Quite scary to see him actually in 3D. I've played this a lot on this in the last few days, but the first time I walked up to this guy, I had a strange sensation. Where I wanted to run away, literally wanted to run away. He was scary, he was like a real person, you know. And the arm you can see holding this mace, that's very strange because you can see this right in front of your eyes. And obviously it's very difficult to shoot because I haven't got the oh, he's killed us. I haven't got the crosshair actually working properly yet. It's just rendering in the middle. Oh, so even jumping off that I get a sense of vertigo, and I'm scared to land. I've been getting better over the last few days, but it sounds ridiculous, but I was having to close my eyes jumping off tall things because it was making me so sick and to the stomach really. But it's getting a lot easier now after a couple of days. I read somewhere where they said that it was like getting your VR legs, and it is. The first day I was really ill, second day, I think this is the second day and I'm not so ill now. But as you can imagine, these rockets coming towards you in a 3D environment, they look so real. They look like they're actually coming at you and make you blink, make you a bit scared. Even this guy, how detailed he looks and scary. In the Oculus Rift, I'm looking up and seeing a real monster, and I'm actually a bit terrified. Or I was the other day. It's actually already worn off now. I just look at him and think there's the guy from my game. But when you first experience it, it's scary, and I can see that the bullet holes are not even hitting him properly there. Much easier in the Rift because you can see depth. Of course, trying to reload without seeing a keyboard is a challenge in itself. There you go. But as I say, a lot of it's worn off already. But day one, I was trying to jump up these things and I was nearly sick. And just jumping like that, whoa, you still feel that. This is a jerk, and that's very disorientating in itself, but it is a bug. So there's a bit where you jump very far, and it's like doing a skydive or something. I'm going to go and try that now. It's weird how quickly you adapt to it though. I remember just running around here, excited as hell at how amazing it felt. Now it's like, oh, this is how you should play games. Whoa! So right now I feel like I'm actually diving. Ooh, and when I hit the ground there, my stomach actually like felt weird, like in a dream when you're falling. But like I say, the sensation is 20 times less than it was just the other day. I couldn't even wear it this long. So you find your VR legs very fast. While He did that. It looks so vast like that, actually. You get an actual sense. I couldn't really tell that this game was sort of... Some parts are deliberately out of scale, but some parts aren't. And you can really tell when you're in the Rift. And it feels so expansive. You can look up and you can see the temples over there. You can see the words there. And before you could, but it just didn't feel so 3D. What? Is it lost calibration? That must be my code. It can't be anything to do with the Rift there, because that was just reinitializing. Yeah, I've lost calibration. I'm going to reload the game and pause this.